Oh, he didn't touch
But
gloves.
it's main event time, and the two men touching gloves. Marshall, of course, in the blue. Sundance in the purple. Not much of a feeling out process. They're just going ahead. And Sundance with the quick takedown. He's able to pass into side control. And Ralph Marshall usually when it's wrestled to the ground from his videos, the fight is broken up. So he's going to want to keep this standing. As Sundance moving into side control again. You saw he was trying to press the knee over that one arm and keep it trapped, but Marshall able to turn it over, and he's going to want this fight standing. Big left hook by Marshall.
Which is not shocking, because that is what he does best. Punch people in their face.
Yes, that left hook has won him many a fight over at the South Tucson Little League. Another left hook. The left hook just finding its home every time by Marshall. Connecting.
Did you know that? I was actually offered a job at the Little League in Tucson, but I am not allowed 500 feet close to a school, a Chuck E. Cheese, or a Build-A-Bear workshop. So I could not.
And I know just recently they added Little League fields to that list. So Randy would like to remind their fans of that. But they, of course, can find the South Tucson Little League Baseball here on this same channel.
Yes.
A very exciting.
Watch it. The good thing is I can still watch it pantsless. That is the good thing.
Well, whatever you do in your own home, Randy, it should be your own business. But unfortunately, you have now soiled everyone's memory.
Soil. Isn't that what your wife is under right now?
That's not. Christian Sundance going for the single necktie. He's going to just try to clinch through this one, and Ralph Marshall working he's got the underhook.
Stay busy. We got 20 seconds.
And this first round is almost over. And just as Ralph Marshall gets the takedown, this fight is stopped for the end of the first round. And Christian Sundance overwhelmed a little bit by the left hand, mostly, of Ralph Marshall.
Don't crowd him. Relax. Don't go for the big hook. Use the right hand. Hook right hand. I want 4s and 5s with the punches now, all right? We can't hold back.
You hear Christian Sundance's corner telling him to throw more punches as a combo. The one punch is here or there is not going to do enough, as you see right there, just that one jab to the body. And there's one of the many hooks that connects.
Very good at that. Knocked out many umpires with that, even though they're normally 67 years old, that is. He may have knocked out 67, I'm not sure.
Hey, 5 minutes of hell, tighten your punches up. The uppercut is there all day, but you got to bring something behind.
Hey, whore.
Randy, sit down. She's not.
Hey, are you ready to fight?
Look, okay, she's not interested in you.
What are we going to do about this in my pants, huh?
She's not in.
Come on, let's do
it. Well, round 2 started. And Marshall's going to want to keep.
Baby? Huh?
Hopefully, Marshall is going to try to stay the course with his strategy. And there's that left hook again. It seems every time Sundance goes for that body shot, he doesn't lower himself enough and leaves his jaw wide open. You have to wonder if that's going to come to play later on in this fight. And they're just throwing hands here. Sundance not even able to get in for a takedown or clinch. And that's a big shot by Marshall. Sundance able to make his way back to his feet. Just absolute heart of this former child star as he's working out into his guard, but very easily passed by Marshall. He's going to throw a couple fists. And he's going to work Christian Sundance trying to go for rubber guard, but able to just throw across the legs and get into side control is Ralph Marshall.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. There's like a hole in his face bone, and it's just kind of squirting blood out after every hit.
That might be the orbital bone. We're not entirely sure. We're gonna have to see
The fuck's that?
soon enough.
You gotta move those hips, they don't lie. I'm starting to feel your fist in my face. Oh, wow!
And there's a huge uppercut. The first really good shot by Sundance. Drops Marshall, but he's back up again. And this is a fight. This is the main event these fans came to see. Whether or not we lied on the flyer and the commercials, this is the fight they're here to see. And Sundance trying to use that cage to get a couple of seconds of rest. Just under a minute left in the second round. And he's going for the takedown and takes down Ralph Marshall. But able to trap one of the legs in half guard. And you see Owen, very nice sweep by Marshall, able to reverse into half guard of his own. And Sundance able to hold down that neck. And you can imagine fatigue's got to be setting in for these two, as Sundance just at the horn, able to replace that, to reverse that.
Yeah, look at that face. Like I said, face bump.
And you can see that left eye is really brutal.
There's brain matter coming out of it right now.
I don't think that's anatomically possible, Randy.
You're not anatomically possible.
But you have to wonder if that's going to make it tough to see any punches coming from the right side from Ralph Marshall. But that's another left hook. That's the one that dropped him earlier on in the fight.
No. They dove on him. Look at that shit. Almost twisted his neck. Oh my god.
And there is an uppercut from Sundance. Excellent recovery to land that uppercut. And we've got one more round here in this, our main event of the evening.
Final round. Hey, baby. Hey. Hey. Look at me and I'm talking to you, whore.
And that, of course, is Midnight Rain
Are you ready to fight?
of Girls, 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 and Chipmunks.
Come on, let's do it.
And in round three, final round of our main event. And Sundance going for the takedown. He's got the clinch. He's got a body lock. The two underhooks. Switches over to a double necktie. He's trying to bring that elbow over and just kind of graze that against the forehead.
Why are the fans chanting snowflake right now? Man, are they?
I don't know. Again, working from the clinch here. You see every movement very, very calculated. And Marshall trying. It's a matter of positioning at this point. Both men tired. Both men trying to get some sort of break here. Sundance wins that war and drops him into half guard. He's going to try to pass and see if he can finish
I like to look at the guard is half full.
That makes you an optimist, Randy.
Yes. I can't be optimistic about many things.
And he's going for something. He's got an arm triangle. He's almost got the cinched in, and this is bad news for Ralph Marshall.
This may end it.
This could be it. He's just trying to choke him out. It's a blood choke versus an air choke. It's going to cut off the blood circulating to the brain, but Marshall able to fight free. And you got to imagine.
He may have broken his arm bone. Oh my god, his face bone.
It's a little too late in this fight. They're very sweaty. It's tough to cinch in a submission like that. As Marshall able to recover, perhaps Sundance expelled all of his energy, and Marshall able to switch over to half guard. And he's going to try to posture up here and throw a couple hands from that half guard position. Marshall has the kind of power where he can effectively strike from that position, and he's going to decide to stand this up for the last 25 seconds. These guys are going to slug it out.
Hurry it up, fuckers!
For the last 15 seconds of this fight, Marshall and Sundance. Sundance throws a couple of hooks. Marshall with a shot to the The slow and eye, this is it. And this crowd is showing their appreciation for these two fighters. What a main event, Randy.
Why? No one died. Fuck them.
And boy, fatigue really set again. Marshall, the 38-year-old Little League dad, just puts on an incredible showing. And there we see a takedown. Able to just use Ralph Marshall's momentum to take him down to the canvas. There's the arm triangle attempt. And it's a very close one. Let's go to Drunk Bruce Buffer with the decision.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score it 29-28, 29-28, and 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision.
I agree.
Ralph Marshall has done it. The 38-year-old Little League dad can go back to South Tucson and tell his son that he is undefeated in the Human Cockfighting League.